You know I'm a hot boy, but I ain't never lose my cool. The speed's on fire, that's why I'm riding with my tool.
Hey YouTube, the Touchdown Podcast back with another video for you guys today. And today we're gonna go over the Dolphins and Chiefs game that happened on Saturday night. It was the wild card round. I waited to do this video because I wanted to get all the details on how I felt about the game and then make this video. And I also needed to clear up some storage to make the video anyway, so it was perfect to just do it today. Today is officially Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. So I wanted to hurry and get this video out to you guys. My review of the game, what happened, what did Miami do wrong, those types of things. Now, just to get started, let's be honest. It was super cold, right? Super cold. We had a lot of injuries. Our defense was banged up. They surprised me though. They played a hard-fought game. Probably played one of the best for having I think it was like 5 or 6 defensive players out that are all starters, and to still play a pretty decent performance. I gotta give up to them for that. The defense played extremely well, definitely in the cold weather. The offense was miserable. The offense was terrible. We only ran the ball a few times, and I said we need to run the ball a lot. And we just started off with running the football, and it wasn't working. But this is what gets me upset is when it doesn't work, Miami Downs just goes away from it altogether. Or when it does work, he still goes away from it. Running the ball needs to be consistent. We need to run the ball a lot, and we didn't do that. Simple as that. We didn't do that. We went away from the run game. We went and just forced passes down the field, and negative, I think it was like negative 7-degree weather at that time. You can't be throwing the ball around like Tua's not Mahomes, okay? Tua can't do Mahomes things, okay? Tua's not him, okay? He's a good quarterback, but he's not a great quarterback, okay? Let's be honest, he's not, okay? As much as I love Tua, and I think he'd be a really good quarterback in this league, and he could be a superstar quarterback in this league because he's shown he can be, he still needs to take more steps in the right direction, and he's not there yet, okay? And this is not me crapping on Tua because this game was not all on Tua, okay? He had some bad passes, yes, but play calling together in this game was awful. Miami Downs' play calling was bad on offense. Defensively, though, play calling wasn't terrible on defense. I think defensively we played an outstanding game for what it was, but offensively we were just miserable. It was bad. Tyreek Hill had one good touchdown catch into the end zone. The only touchdown we had in the game. The only points we had in the game. And it was a good throw by Tua. Yeah, it was underthrown, but in cold weather I expected it to be. But it got right on the money to Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill kind of like did a little cut back and got into the end zone. A great play. But after that, the offense was non-existent. And we're already down 10-0. When we did score a touchdown, it was 10-7. And I was like, okay, we're back in the game. Then the offense just no-showed. They were bad after that, okay? And Tua, if he doesn't have the ball in 2 seconds, he can't get he's going to get sacked. The O-line was banged up. I mean, he only has 2 seconds to get that ball out, pretty much. 2.3 seconds to get that ball out. On deep throws, it takes him about 4 seconds to get the ball down the field or to get the ball off. It takes him about 4 seconds to throw a deep ball. He only had 2 seconds, and there was guys open. Some of those bad passes he threw. One of the picks, there was a guy. Waddle was open. He threw the ball too high, and it led into a pick. I don't blame all that on him. Yeah, some of that throw was on him, but he couldn't throw it. The O lineman and D lineman were blocking or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and it blocked his vision, I think. I don't know. I mean, you would have to ask to himself, but from what I saw, it kind of blocked his vision. Everyone said the ball was tipped off a lineman. Going back and look at that video, it was not, but I just think it kind of blocked his vision, so he had to throw the ball a bit higher, and led to a pick. If he would have thrown it perfectly, Waddle would have been, I don't know if he would have been gone, but he would have had the easy first down and probably a little bit more because he's so fast. But, it is what it is. We lost. I didn't expect much. I really didn't. But us being so banged up and this team just struggling of late, I did not expect us to win this game. Even though I picked them to win, I did not expect us to win, okay? The Chiefs came out to play in their home field. That's why I said we needed to beat Buffalo and get the 2 seed, because I think being at home for most of the playoffs was very important. And because we had to start off on the road, we just weren't going to beat Kansas City, definitely in those conditions. And Tua is not meant for those conditions at the moment. I think another big thing for Tua, and we're going to do the next podcast or next video will be tomorrow, and we're gonna go over Tua and whether we should pay him or not pay him, and you know, all those types of things. We're gonna go through a Tua breakdown tomorrow, and then we're gonna go over the playoff games that happened throughout the last weekend, and we'll do a video on that. I think that'll be Friday, and then Saturday morning. We might do 2 videos on Friday. I'm not sure. It might be 2 videos on Friday or 1 video early morning Saturday, going over the preview for these next for the divisional round games. And then, yeah, but I just want to get my Tua breakdown tomorrow, and try to get that done, because I think Tua had a good season, his best season, but there's still things he needs to improve on, and we'll talk about all that tomorrow. But yeah, this game was just, offense was awful. Defensively, we played pretty well, but for what it was, not having Eggs, not having Holland, not having Chubb, not having AVG, you know, Phillips, not having those guys, and not having Jerome Baker, having 6 defensive starters out, that just, you know, you can't expect much defensively. And offensively, we were banged up too on the O-line, but the offense, there was really no excuses, because we should have came in there and played a better game, and we did not. And defensively, we played as good of a game as we could with 6 starters out. I mean, it is what it is. And we're also going, I think next week we're going to go over a lot of the what Miami should do in the offseason, what they need to focus on, who they need to sign, or who I think they need to sign, and we'll go over all that next week also. I want to give it a week before we talk into all that. If there is any Dolphins breaking news or anything of that nature, though, throughout this week, I will make a video over it. I just don't think there will be, being that still playoffs. I don't expect Miami to really do anything coaching-wise at the moment. I don't expect, you know, that's the only thing they really can do until free agency hits. So when free agency hits and all that, we'll do videos on what Miami does and doesn't do. And if there's any negotiations on them re-signing or extending anybody, we'll make a video over that. But yeah, just this game was not what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be a lot closer, and it wasn't. So I mean, if we would have lost and it would have been a close game, I wouldn't have been as frustrated as I am now. But at the same time, what do you expect when you have to go on the road in -7-degree weather with a quarterback that, you know, he struggles in cold weather at the moment, and he's going to have to get better at that, and there's other things he needs to improve on also, but he will, and he's a very accurate quarterback, probably one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league. I still think he's a great quarterback. I don't want to tear him down at all, because not all this was on him, and I think he's going to get even better next year, and I do expect us to win a playoff game next year. We have the longest playoff drought now that the Lions won. But I do expect us for that to go away next year, and I do expect us to win a playoff game next year. But we'll get there when we see what the roster looks like, because there's going to be a lot of changes to the roster. So when we get the whole roster and we get back to training camp and all that, we'll do a preview on what to expect next season. But right now, we're still in this season. So, you know, and Miami's done. So they're eliminated. But it is what it is. But yeah, guys, hope you guys liked this video. Wish I could have done it yesterday, but I just wanted to wait until we saw what happened to the playoffs, or to the Eagles, to make a preview or a review of what all the playoff games and what all happened, and then make a review for the playoffs this weekend, divisional round. I'm rooting for the Ravens to win the Super Bowl. Lamar, he's my boy. Hopefully he does his thing, and we'll talk about all that on either Friday night or Saturday morning. All right, guys. Love you guys as always. It's always gonna be fins up for me. We're probably going to have to give up that slogan, so I won't be able to say that in my game anymore, or in my videos anymore. It won't be fins up anymore. But right now, I'm still going to say it. Fins up, baby, as always. Go Dolphins next season. I hope it will be better. And we'll talk to you tomorrow for the Tua video, and go over what needs to be done for him to improve, and whether we should pay him or not pay him. All right, guys? Love you guys as always. Thank you guys for watching these videos. I know I scramble on for days, but that's what podcast videos are supposed to be like. And hopefully I'll have this green screen put up some point this week. I don't know yet. I gotta look at it and see if I can even hang it up on the wall, whatever I have to do. So if I can, we'll have a green screen this week, so you won't be seeing this messy background anymore. And I'll see you guys soon. All right, I love you guys as always. And like this video if you want. Comment down below what you guys thought about the Dolphins and the whole playoff so far. And subscribe if you guys want to, alright? I love you guys as always. Fins up. See y'all in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.